She was clearly the love of your life, but then she swiped left. You wanted an A, but you got a B. Let's be honest, you got an A-, but you're still mad. You applied for an internship at Facebook, but you only got one at Google. You will almost certain face more and deeper adversity. The question is not if some of these things will happen to you, they will. What I want to talk about today is what you do next. Today I'm going to try to tell you what I learned in death. Lessons about hope, about strength, and about the light within us that will not be extinguished. 1 year and 13 days ago, I lost my husband, Dave. We were in Mexico celebrating a friend's 50th birthday party. I took a nap. He went to work out. What followed was the unthinkable. I walked into a gym to find him lying on the floor. I flew home to tell my children that their father was gone. I watched his casket being lowered into the ground. For many months afterwards, and at many times since, I was swallowed in the deep fog of grief, what I think of as the void, an emptiness that fills your heart and your lungs, constricts your ability to think or even to breathe. Dave's death changed me in very profound ways. I learned about the depths of sadness and the brutality of loss. But I also learned that when life sucks you under, you can kick against the bottom, find the surface, and breathe again. One day, my friend Adam Grant, a psychologist, suggested that I think about how much worse things could be. Worse, I said to him, are you crazy? How could things be worse? He looked at me and said, Dave could have had that same cardiac arrhythmia driving your children. The minute he said it, I felt overwhelming gratitude that my children were alive, and that gratitude overtook some of the grief. Last month, 11 days before the anniversary of Dave's death, I broke down crying to a friend of mine. I said, a year ago, he had 11 days left, and we had no idea. And then through tears, we asked each other how we would live if we knew we had 11 days left. Can you ask yourselves to live as if you had 11 days left? I mean, live with the understanding of how precious every day would be, because that's how precious every day actually is. I stand here today, a year after the very worst day of my life. The worst day. The worst day I can imagine. And two things are true. I have a huge reservoir of sadness. It is right here where I can touch it. I never knew I could cry so often or so much. But for the first time, I'm grateful for each breath in and out. I'm grateful for the gift of life itself. I used to celebrate my birthday every 5 years and my friends' birthdays sometimes. Now I celebrate always. I used to go to bed every night worrying about all the things I did wrong that day, and trust me, the list was long. Now I go to bed trying to focus on that day's moments of joy. It is the greatest irony of my life that losing my husband helped me find deeper gratitude. Gratitude for the kindness of my friends, the love of my family, and the laughter of my children. My hope for you is that you can find that gratitude, not just on the easy days like today, but on the hard days when you will need it. There are so many moments of joy ahead of you. The trip you always wanted to take, a first kiss with someone you really like, finding a job you believe in. All of these things will happen to you. Enjoy each and every one. I hope that you live your life, each precious day of it, with joy and meaning. I hope that you walk without pain and you are grateful for each step. And when the challenges come, I hope you remember that deep within you is the ability to learn and grow. You are not born with a fixed amount of resilience. It's a muscle. You can build it up and then draw on it when you need it. And in that process, you figure out who you really are, and you just might become the very best version of yourself.